morning. Wonderful. Okay, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Julia, and I am so honored to have you in class today. Today, we will be going through an hour-long adaptive chair yoga sequence. So if you haven't already, please find a sturdy chair, place it on a surface that's not going to slide you around. We want to make sure you're safe and comfortable as we move through today's practice. Please, if you have blocks, grab them now. If you do not have blocks, you can utilize books or anything sturdy to give you a little extra height to bring the ground up closer to you. For now, you can place them on either side of your chair. If you want water, anything to keep you a little more comfortable, please keep it within reach. I do ask you to keep your cameras on if you are comfortable. That way I can see you throughout the practice. And if you need to get my attention for any reason, feel free to raise a hand, maybe kind of wave at me if you are feeling uncomfortable at all or need me to help adjust through the phone. I am more than happy to do so. With this class, I'll be taking you through a brief meditation, a little bit of breath work. We're going to kind of start moving our bodies gently. Then we may move a little bit at a quicker pace, getting our heart rate up just a tiny bit, all seated from our chair. We may stand using our chair for assistance. And then at the end, moving through a cool down, finally coming to Shavasana, our final resting posture. I will be keeping you in Shavasana for a while today. So if for some reason you need to get up and leave before class is over, please feel free to do so. You can just quietly end the call. Otherwise, take that time to really integrate anything you may have gotten during class and just really clear your mind before you go about your day. All right, if you are listening to the playlist or any type of music, please feel free to go ahead and start that now. And then find your way to your chair. We're just going to plop down on our chairs. Option, if it feels uncomfortable having your feet flat on the mat, you can always bring your blocks, bring a little more height, bringing the floor up to you, bringing the knees closer to the chest. Whichever way you feel comfortable, just really settling in. And once you find that comfortable seated position, I invite you to soften your gaze. Maybe you close your eyes, really settling into your space. Maybe roll the shoulders back onto the back one time. Sitting up tall, maybe you lean into the support of your chair, gently resting the palms of your hands on your knees, on your thighs, wherever you feel comfortable. Just really beginning to notice any and all sensations of the room that you are currently sitting in. Maybe begin to notice the way the air feels on your skin. Is it cool? Is it warm? Really paying attention to the way it feels as it blows over your arms, your hair, your face. Maybe the air in the room is still and calm, like your body as you settle into this meditation. Maybe you begin to notice any sounds in your room. Maybe it's quiet. Maybe you do have music playing. Maybe you simply focus on the sounds of your inhalations and your exhalations as they glide in and out smoothly like waves in the ocean. Maybe you notice any sounds going on outside of the space you're currently sitting in. Maybe your partner, somebody in your family, your children, your pets are making noise that can be a little bit distracting to you during this time. I encourage you to hone in on any of those outside noises for just a moment, acknowledging that they are there, letting them be what they are, and taking a big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, bringing your awareness back to your body, to your mind, to the sensations around you. Focusing on your breath, its natural cadence and rhythm. As you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe begin to lengthen the inhalations and the exhalations. Maybe you breathe in for the count of 3, holding at the top and exhaling for a count of 3. Feeling your chest and your low abdomen expand with each breath, contracting on the exhalation. And as you breathe in this gentle 3-count breath pattern, I invite you to set an intention for your practice today if you feel called. Maybe that intention is simply a word: joy, peace, calmness. Maybe the intention is to release anything that you may be thinking about that is coming your way after you come off your mat today. Releasing any and all expectation of yourself, any to-do list, any tasks swirling around in your mind. Allowing yourself to be present for the next hour. Maybe it's simply to release any limiting doubts, negative self-talk, any worry, fear, doubt, whatever it may be. Take a moment, bringing it to the forefront of your mind. And once you've set that gentle intention, I invite you to breathe in a little more deeply this time to the count of 5, in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding at the top, this time opening your mouth, sighing it out loudly for the count of 5. One more time, just like that, at your own pace, breathing in your nose for 5. Pausing at the top, opening your mouth. For 5. And when you're ready, gently blinking your eyes back open, letting the light back in, welcoming in your surroundings. As I'm going to take us through a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to move a little closer so you can see me. We're just going to awaken our energy a little more. So in walking through this breath, what we're going to do is you can place 2 fingers on your forehead, plugging your right nostril with your nose, breathing in through the left side, holding at the top, plugging the left side, maybe with your ring finger or your pinky as you exhale out the right. Now breathing in through the right, holding at the top, plugging the right side, exhaling out the left. Continuing in that pattern, so breathing in through the left, holding at the top, plugging the left, exhaling out the right. Breathing in through the right, Holding at the top, plugging the right, exhaling out the left. Following that for 5 rounds. So in through the left, pausing at the top, closing the left nostril, exhaling out the right. In through the right. Pausing at the top, closing the right, exhaling out the left. That's 1 round. In through the left. Pausing at the top, closing left, exhaling out the right. And the right side. Pausing at the top, closing right, exhaling out left. That's 2 rounds. Again, in through the left. Closing left, exhaling right. And through the right. Pause, closing right, out through the left. That's 3. I'm going to let you take the next 2 at your own pace without me guiding you. Beautiful job. One more time. This is your final round. In through the left. Pausing at the top, closing left, exhaling right. In through the right. Pausing at the top, closing the right, finally exhaling out the left. And releasing your hands to the tops of your thighs. Noticing the way your breath may feel now after running through a couple rounds of that alternate nostril breathing. Settling in as we begin to just take a couple gentle neck rolls, rolling maybe to the left, tucking the chin into the chest, just circling around, falling to the right, back around, taking about 5 circles in this direction. Make them as big or as little. Awakening your body, welcoming in some movement. Taking one more as we circle to the right. Pausing and then coming around in the opposite direction for 5 rounds. Slow and steady. Keeping the shoulders down. One more. And coming back to a neutral position, placing our hands on our shoulders. We're just going to go through a couple shoulder rolls. So rolling forward, elbows come forward, shoulder blades separate, coming forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to bring them back as our shoulder blades retract and come together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful job. Placing our hands back on our thighs. We're going to inhale, reaching the right hand up to the sky. Exhale, placing it over the left ear, bringing our neck in for a gentle stretch as the right ear falls towards the right shoulder. Bringing our left hand out to our side, stretching those left fingers out wide. If this is too much sensation with the right hand on the ear, you can just simply keep it hinged on your chair. Otherwise, breathing into the left side body, into this neck stretch. Taking one full round of breath here, in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhaling, releasing both hands back to your thighs. Inhaling, reaching the left hand up this time, bending at the elbow, placing the left hand over the right ear, letting the left ear drape towards the left shoulder, bringing the right hand out, stretching those fingertips energetically out, keeping your feet firmly planted on the earth. Breathing into the right side body. No need to yank or tug or pull, just this gentle stretch. Sitting up tall. One more breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Releasing, bringing both hands back down to the thighs. We're going to go through that one more time. So inhaling, bringing the right palm up towards the sky. Exhaling, bringing it over on the left ear, allowing the right ear to just fall into the right shoulder. Stretching the left hand out wide, palm open to receive. Maybe you fall into this stretch just a little bit deeper. Let's take one more breath. And on inhale, releasing hands back to thigh. Exhaling, settling in, inhaling, left arm travels up, bending at the elbow, resting gently on the right ear as the left ear comes to the left shoulder, stretching out the right hand. One more breath. Sitting up tall. Exhale. On the inhale, release, bringing your hands back down to your thighs, settling in for just a moment, sitting up tall, keeping the crown of the head shooting up towards the sky. And on an inhale, reaching our arms up overhead, fingers wide, gaze to follow. Exhale as your hands come together in prayer hands, Samasthiti, bringing them down to your heart, tucking your chin. Inhaling, swooping the hands up overhead, gaze to follow. Palms come together, Samasthiti, tucking your chin, bringing your hands to heart center. One more time, just like that. Inhale, swooping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, tucking the chin. Beautiful job. Again, on the inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. This time, taking the right hand to grasp the left wrist, just gently bending over to the right. Welcoming in a stretch on the left side once again in these lateral side bends. Taking one breath, breathing into the left side rib cage. And as you exhale, release the hands back up to the sky. Inhaling, bringing the hands down to heart center. As you inhale, reaching the hands back up overhead once again. Exhaling this time, left arm, left hand to grab right wrist, bending over to the left, feeling the stretch up the right side body. Settling in, breathing into the sensation. One more breath. And as you inhale, releasing those hands up towards the sky. This time as you exhale, bringing the elbows into your ribcage, pulling the heart forward, hands stay open for cactus arms. Pulling the heart forward, inhale, sitting back up tall, releasing that gentle back bend. Exhale, bringing your heart forward, bending gently into the upper back, elbows come into the ribcage. Inhaling back up. Exhaling one more time, bringing your heart forward, melting it forward. Inhaling, arms back up. Exhaling, coming into a twist. So your left hand can rest gently on the right thigh, gripping your chair behind you with the right hand. Coming into a gentle spinal twist. Gaze can stay out in front of you. Maybe you turn the neck to glance over the right shoulder. Breathing in. Sitting up tall. Breathing in. Sitting up tall. On an inhale, swooping those arms back up. Exhaling, twisting to the left. So right hand comes gently resting on the left thigh. Right hand anchors behind you on the chair as you twist. Gaze coming out over the left shoulder. One more breath. On an inhale, swooping arms up again. Exhaling, twisting to the right one more time, maybe a little bit deeper this time, gripping the back of the chair with your right hand, left hand on the right thigh, bringing out the spine. Breathing in and exhaling. And inhale, carries those arms back up. And exhale, twists you to the left. Left hand firmly on the chair. Breathing in. Breathing out. And inhale brings our arms up to the sky. This time, as we exhale, we're going to come into a little deeper of a side stretch on the right side. If you have your blocks, stacking them up, blocks or books, to reach a little higher, placing the right hand on the block as you bring the left arm up and overhead, keeping your sit bones firmly planted on the chair. If this is too much, you can always just grip the leg of your chair, anchoring in there as well. Really stretching up the left side body, keeping the bicep by the ear, leaning in, breathing in, feeling your rib cage expand, feeling it contract on the exhale. One more breath in and out. Inhaling, bringing those arms up overhead one more time. Exhaling as we come to the left. Hand on a block, books, anchoring in on your chair, bringing the right bicep towards the ear, keeping the sit bones rooted into your chair, your feet firmly planted on the earth. Really breathing into that right side body one more time, inhaling, feeling the expansion, exhaling as the ribs contract back in, inhaling, swooping the arms back up, exhaling this time, just coming into a gentle forward fold. Option to bring your blocks, your books, anything out in front of you to bring the earth closer. Otherwise, just draping your chest, your abdomen over your thighs, letting your head hang heavy for a second. Just letting everything release, relax in. Maybe you shake your head, no, nod it yes, letting the neck release just a little bit more. Quieting your mind if you felt like it began to wander. Bringing it back to your body, back to this space. Releasing any distractions that may come up. Breathing into your back body, feeling your ribs expand on the back. One more breath here, in and out. On an inhale, coming up, placing our hands on the thighs. We're going to come through a couple rounds of a seated cat-cow. I will turn to the side so you can see what my body is doing. So on an inhale, we're going to bring our chest forward, bringing the gaze up forward, chin as well. And as we exhale, really pushing away, rounding the back, tucking the chin. So on an inhale, bringing your heart forward, melting it forward, feeling the gentle back bend. And as you exhale, really push away, rooting the feet into the earth, rounding the back, pulling the navel into the spine. Inhaling, pulling your chest forward for cow. Exhaling, rounding your back for cat, bringing the navel into the spine. Let's go through two more just like this. Inhaling, pulling your chest forward. Exhaling, really rounding your back. Wonderful job. One more. Inhaling, pulling your chest forward. Exhaling, really rounding the back. Great job. Moving your blocks out in front of you. We're going to come into a goddess pose. Really sitting in this straddled position, bringing your toes out at about a 45-degree angle, settling in, coming maybe to the edge of your chair, just feeling the stretch through the inner thighs and your quads, taking a moment, just settling in. And on an inhale, we're going to bring our hands up towards the sky, exhaling out the legs for a star pose. Really reaching the hands and the toes. Inhale as you bring your legs back in. Exhaling, folding one time, coming onto your blocks or all the way down to the floor for a quick release of the neck. Inhaling, coming back up, this time bringing the arms up towards the sky in the goddess pose. And as you exhale, bring them back in for those cactus arms, bringing the navel in towards the spine. Inhaling, bringing the arms up, pulling navel in. Exhaling, cactus arms, pulling heart forward. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling back up. This time, as you exhale, twisting to the right, placing the left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Again, gripping on your chair, finding a twist. Inhaling, arms back up. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand is anchored on your chair. Inhaling back up. Exhaling as you fold, letting the head hang heavy. Hands come to the earth or blocks or books, maybe a bolster. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling as we twist again, a little deeper. Inhaling back up as we begin to move a little more. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhaling as we fold for a quick breath. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhaling back up. We're going to take that wave one more time. So exhaling, coming to the right for a twist. On your inhale, back up. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhaling to fold. Beautiful job. On your inhale, coming back up, moving the blocks if you set them out in front of you. We're going to come into one quick little leg stretch before we move a little more. You are more than welcome to bring the blocks out in front of you for more height if needed. Otherwise, keeping the left knee bent, bringing the right out in front of you, just really pointing and flexing the toes. And then on an inhale, bringing the leg up, really activating it, just going through some ankle circles, keeping your hands anchored to your chair, pulling in the core, feeling that gentle low core work. You're doing great. Exhaling, bringing it back down, pointing and flexing the toes one more time. And inhale, slides it back to meet you here. And exhale, brings your left foot out, pointing and flexing the toes. Beautiful job. Inhale, bringing it up, flexing the foot to begin with, just really rolling out the ankle in both ways, anchoring in, sitting up tall, pulling in the core, feeling that low core activation, circling the other way. Beautiful job. Taking one more breath. Inhaling, lifting a little higher, exhaling, bringing it down, bringing it back underneath you. Moving your blocks out of the way as we are going to move through a little bit of a lunge warrior variation. So coming into a crescent lunge on the right side, we're going to turn towards the right, bending the right knee, bringing the left leg out behind us, keeping the heel high on the left foot, Stretching it out, settling in, making sure that your pelvis is comfortable, that it's facing forward in this neutral position, finding whatever comfortable seat you can on your chair. And on an inhale, bringing the palms up overhead or at your heart center if your heart rate is coming a little too high. Breathing in for one breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing in one more time, sitting tall, spine long. Exhaling, coming into a warrior two. So you're going to come into an external rotation of this left hip, bringing it forward. Your heel on your left foot is going to spin down towards the mat, toes pointed at a 45-degree angle, arms coming out to a T, gaze over those right fingers. Beautiful. Sitting up tall, knitting down the rib cage, and on an inhale, flipping the right palm. And as you exhale, reversing your warrior. So bringing your left hand down your left leg, bringing the right arm up. Exhaling as you come into extended side angle. So your right forearm is going to come on top of your right thigh, bringing the left arm up at an angle towards the sky, bicep towards the ear, keeping your chest open, really rooting down through the left side of your left foot, feeling the energy. Wonderful job. Inhaling, coming back up to that warrior two. So arms out to a T, gaze out over right fingers. Taking one full breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And as you inhale, coming back to that crescent lunge. So rotating that left hip back into a neutral position. Beautiful job. One breath in. And as we exhale, coming all the way back into that goddess position, finding that external rotation in our hips one more time. Inhaling, swooping the arms up, exhaling to fold once again. Inhaling, this time peeling your left arm up to the sky for a gentle twist. Exhaling, bringing it down to the earth. Inhaling, peeling the right arm up towards the sky. Exhaling it back down to the earth. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you take the crescent lunge on the left. So bending into your left knee, settling in, having your pelvis in this neutral position. Right heel is up on the right foot. Hands at heart center or up above you with your biceps at your ears. Breathing in, sitting up tall. Exhaling to warrior two on this side. So again, the right heel comes down on the right foot, toes come at a 45-degree angle as you externally rotate the hip on the right side. Arms out in a T formation, gaze out over the left fingers. Beautiful. As you inhale, flip the palm on the left hand, coming back to reverse your warrior. Right hand comes down the right leg. Exhaling into that extended side angle. Left forearm comes on top of left thigh. Right arm comes to that nice angle. Feeling the energy rooting down through the right side foot. Fingers up towards the sky. Breathing in. Breathing out. And on an inhale, swooping that arm back, coming back into that warrior two. Gaze out over the left fingers. Great job. And as you inhale, let's just turn into that goddess pose one more time. Just rotating that right foot out to meet the left, settling in, bringing your arms up. This time exhaling, just bringing your hands to heart center. Settling in, maybe you put your hands on your heart and close your eyes for just a moment. Settling back into your body, into your space. Preparing to move a little more, getting our heart rate going. As we get ready to move through a couple assisted sun salutation be. Taking one more breath. If you close your eyes on this next inhale, open them up, heel toe your feet back in, meeting you at the middle of your chair. We're going to actually stand up, coming in to a strong mountain pose, Tadasana. So rooting down through all four corners of your feet, placing your hands out in front of you. Wonderful job. I'm going to guide you through this first round, really kind of more slow, and then we're going to kind of pick it up and take each movement on each breath. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the arms up overhead, sitting back into a chair pose, like we're going to sit in our chair, really leaning in. And as you exhale, sitting all the way back, bringing your hands to heart center and just folding over your legs, bringing your hands down to the earth for a fold. On an inhale, we're going to halfway lift, straightening out the spine. You may bring your hands to your shins, keeping them on the earth, whatever feels good. And on an exhale, we'll refold. Inhale, coming up, bringing our hands out in front of us like we're in a high plank position. And on an exhale, bringing them in like you've dropped down into a tricep push-up, into a chaturanga. As you exhale, inhaling, pushing the arms back out in front of you. Exhaling as you fold. Inhaling into a halfway lift. Exhaling as you fold. Inhaling as you swoop the arms, sit bones to follow, coming back up into that chair pose off of your chair. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center, standing tall for Tadasana mountain pose. Beautiful job. I'm going to move us a little faster this time. We're going to go through this 5 times. So on an inhale, swooping your arms up, sitting back. Exhaling, sitting all the way down into your chair, folding over your thighs. Inhaling for that halfway lift. Exhaling as you fold. Inhaling, bringing the arms out in front of you like a high plank. Exhaling, bringing the elbows in for a push-up. Inhaling back out. Exhaling as you fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale as you fold one more time. Inhale, arms swoop up, sit bones come up into that chair pose off of your chair. Exhaling, bringing hands to heart center. Great job. 3 more times. So here we go. Inhale, swooping the arms up. Exhale as you begin to sit back into that chair pose. Exhaling, coming all the way down as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bringing those arms out into that high plank position. Exhale as you bring them in towards your chest. Inhaling, pushing them energetically away from you again. Exhaling as you fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, arms swoop up, coming up into that chair pose off your chair. Beautiful job. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Great job. 2 more times. Inhaling as you come back into that chair pose. Hovering above your chair. Exhaling, hands to heart center, coming all the way down for your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, bringing the arms out in front of you for that high plank arms. Exhaling, bringing the elbows into the rib cage. Exhaling, pushing the energy away from you again. Inhaling as you fold, or exhaling as you fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, hovering in that chair pose. Beautiful job. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're doing wonderful. 1 more round. Inhaling, coming back, arms up overhead, hovering in that chair pose. Exhaling as you come all the way down into your forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, coming up to those high plank arms. Exhaling, bringing the elbows into the rib cage, heart comes forward. Exhaling as you push the earth away from you. Inhaling as you fold. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, coming up to that chair pose. Let's stay here for just a moment, getting a good stretch on the hamstrings, the glutes, taking 3 rounds of breath in through our nose, out through our nose. One more, in and out. And again, one more time, in through your nose, out through your nose. Inhaling as you release, bringing your hands to heart center. Beautiful, beautiful job. We're going to come through a couple standing postures with the assistance of our chair. So coming out to the side, placing your left hand on the back of your chair, we're going to come into a chair or tree pose. Option to just balance your foot simply on the left ankle, maybe on the calf. If it's in your practice, all the way up into the inner thigh, just using the chair for balance, bringing your hand towards your heart, or you can grow your branches, stretching the fingers up towards the sky. Beautiful job. Breathing in, breathing out. Standing tall, breathing in, breathing out. Releasing the foot, turning towards your chair, bringing it to sit on top of your chair as we inhale and swoop the arms forward. Exhale as you twist towards that right leg, coming back into those T arms. Beautiful job. Inhaling, swooping the arms up. Exhaling, twisting to the left, opening up. Beautiful job. Inhale, swooping the arms up. And as you exhale, bringing your hands down to the chair, removing the right foot, stepping back into a supported down dog. So placing your hands on the chair, keeping the feet rooted on the mat, letting your head hang heavy. Feeling the expansion through your upper back. Beautiful job. Taking one inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, coming forward to a supported high plank. So walking your feet out. If this is too much, you can drop down to your knees, coming into a plank that way. Otherwise, just keeping your body high, coming in, taking 3 inhales and exhales here. So in through our nose and out through our nose. In through our nose, out through our nose. One more, great job. In and out, beautiful. Walking the feet back in, adjusting the chair. We're gonna take this on the other side. So preparing for your tree pose on the left, placing the right hand on your chair, setting up for your tree pose, whether it's at your ankle, at your calf, all the way into your inner thigh, settling in, bringing one hand to heart center, or growing your branches up high. If you're feeling it, releasing the right hand, bringing both hands up, bringing the navel in towards the spine. Otherwise, keeping your hand on the chair, listening to what feels good in your body. Taking a couple more rounds of breath. Let's take one more, in and out. Releasing down, bringing that left foot to sit sturdy on the chair. Inhale, swooping the arms up. Exhaling as you twist to the left, opening arms to that T formation. Breathing in, lengthening through the crown, through the spine. Inhaling, arms back up. Exhaling to the right. One more breath. Growing tall. Inhaling, bringing the arms up. Exhaling, bringing them down to the chair, coming into that chair supported down dog once again. So stepping back, feeling the stretch, bending your knees if needed, generous bend. Just letting the chair support you, support your upper body. One more breath. Then on an inhale, coming forward to that plank. Maybe you walk your feet out. Maybe you come down to your knees just for 3 breaths here. Pulling the navel into your spine. Pulling the shoulders away from your ears if you can. One more. Beautiful job. Releasing. Great job. We're going to sit down in our chair for a few more stretches before we settle in for our Shavasana. We're going to bring our right leg up, crossing the ankle over the thigh for a seated figure 4, seated pigeon pose. If this is enough sensation, please stay here. You can already feel the stretch through the hip. Otherwise, begin to fold forward. Maybe you keep your blocks nearby, bringing the earth a little closer, just folding in, feeling the stretch. And then inhale, if you fold it over, coming up, exhaling, crossing the right leg all the way over. We're going to come into those twists. Once again, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, anchoring in with your right arm on the chair, gaze to follow over the right shoulder, wringing out the spine. One last time, twisting out any self-doubt. Beautiful job. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling to release, uncrossing the legs, bringing the left on top of the right this time. Option to stay tall, sitting high for the stretch. Otherwise, on an inhale, growing tall, exhaling as you fold over. Beautiful job. Just breathing in, dumping out the brain, letting your neck hang heavy if you folded forward. One more breath here. And inhale brings you up, crossing the left leg over the right, coming in for that twist, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, anchoring down with the left arm, gaze in a more neutral position or all the way over the left shoulder. Settling in for the twist. Beautiful job. One more breath, really wringing out the spine. Inhale brings you around, untwisting the legs as we prepare to move to the floor for one more quick stretch before settling in for Shavasana. So bringing the chair out. We're going to come into a bound angle pose or butterfly, bringing your feet together, just resting gently down on your chair, resting your forehead or your cheek. Option to bring your blocks or books underneath your knees. If it feels a little hard for your knees to come down to the earth, just settling in for just a moment. Let's take 2 more inhales and exhales here. In through our nose and out through our nose. One more time, in and out. And then inhale, sitting up, moving any props out of your way. Moving your chair out of your way as we prepare for Shavasana. You are more than welcome to take Shavasana seated in your chair. Otherwise, I invite you to follow me and join me in stretching out, coming down, laying on our backs. Taking one more quick good morning stretch, stretching the arms up overhead, really reaching the toes, stretching long, and then bringing our knees in towards our chest, bringing our nose in towards our knee, giving ourselves one tiny hug, tight as a ball. If you're seated in your chair, following the same stretching the arms overhead, and then coming in, bringing your knees in towards your chest. For one inhale, in through our nose, and on the exhale, releasing down. If you're on your back, lying flat. If you're seated in the chair, just relaxing back into the back of your chair, settling in. And once you find a comfortable pose, begin to soften your gaze and close your eyes, laying on your back or sitting in your chair. I'm going to guide you through a little gentle meditation before we settle in for our Shavasana. Our Shavasana will be about 10 minutes. So like I said, if you need to leave, feel free. Otherwise, settling in, closing your eyes as you lie on your back or let the chair support you. Honing back in on your breathing. As you begin to let your body relax a little deeper. I invite you on your next inhale to bring your attention to your crown of your head. And on your exhale, send the breath over the crown, over your forehead, gently coming down your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, inviting in a little more relaxation and ease as you sink into your space. On your next inhale, bringing your awareness to your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, elbows, forearms, hands, fingers. And as you exhale, send a little more ease to those areas, letting it drape over your chest, forearms, elbows, tips of your fingers, palms of your hands. And on an inhale, bringing your awareness to your abdomen, your low back, your hips, your upper thighs, your glutes. And on your exhale, sending just a little more ease and relaxation to those spaces, letting the earth or your chair support you as you sink in a little deeper. And on this inhale, bringing your awareness to your knees, your shins, your calves, ankles, tops of your feet, all 10 toes. And as you exhale, sending that sweet breath to that area, inviting a little more ease in as you sink even deeper. Taking a final scan of your body, noticing any area that you may be holding. Maybe your teeth are clenched tightly together. I invite you to release them now, letting the tongue fall from the roof of your mouth, softening the space in between your eyebrows. Knowing that over the next few minutes, this is your chance to integrate, to listen. Knowing that whatever may be awaiting you off your mat will be there when you are done, and that you are allowed to take this time for you to relax. Knowing that thoughts may arise, and if they do, letting them come up, acknowledging them for a brief moment and letting them drift along their way like clouds in the sky. Quieting the mind, quieting the body. Taking one more deep inhale through your nose. This time opening your mouth, sighing it out loudly, releasing, holding in the body and the mind. Enjoy your Shavasana. I will let you out, guide you out when the time has come. Relax. You are welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you feel called to. Otherwise, if you are ready, I invite you to begin to bring your awareness back to the space, welcoming in gentle movement by wiggling your fingers, Wiggling your toes. Maybe you gently rock your head back and forth if it's on the mat, or even if you're sitting in your chair. Maybe you stretch those arms back out overhead and those toes out long, bringing any sensations back into your body, really awakening back to your space. And if you are lying on your mat in your own time, I invite you to roll to your right or your left, coming into a comfortable fetal position with your eyes still closed, reawakening, moving through your rebirth. And when you are ready, with your gaze still soft or your eyes still closed, coming all the way back up to a seated position. If you are in your chair, your hands have come out to your side, placing them on your knees. Same for those of you who may be seated on the floor, welcoming in a little more grounding. Taking a brief moment to scan your body once again from the crown of your head down to your toes. Noticing how you may be feeling after this hour-long practice. And then bringing your hands together in that prayer formation, Thamasi Tahi, at your heart center. Taking a moment in gratitude for yourself, for taking the time to practice together today, for listening to your body, for moving in alignment with what feels good to you, for taking a chance to quiet your mind and releasing all and any limiting beliefs or unrealistic expectations. The teacher and student honors and sees and is so grateful for the teacher and student and you. And I'm so thankful for you coming to practice today. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording, but I will stick around for a minute if anybody has any questions or anything.